Repeat after me. Now this is what it means.
Leviosa.
And he's like, all right, it's I think that's enough for tonight. I think we should retire for some supper.
Let's see where your skills have taken you.
And he just goes downstairs.
Wow. He has really taken home in this household. I'm so glad it's not the Wardenberg manor because he would have ruled like a king.
Are you sure he's still not gonna try?
Magic.
And that was an 18 on cooking.
Whatever it is you're making is
18 on
superb.
cookies.
Cooking.
I thought you said cookie. 18 on cookie.
I'm not going to feed you and him cookies for dinner.
I mean, this house.
Even though when I was younger, we did occasionally have ice creams and cookie for dinner.
Even I know that
in your kitchen, you do have
because you said ice creams
a
and cookies.
moderately sized oven. So not only do you have the cooking fire, but you also have an oven that you can bake stuff with.
I guess Eothain will wander in and go, how are you doing in here?
Well, there's soup over there now. I made soup.
Wonderful, you've made such wonderful progress.
I do need to find some clients of my own.
Nayoloth comes in and is like, where are your dishes? I'll help set up the table.
I haven't found them yet.
Oh. All right.
We only just took possession, what, a few hours ago?
Yes. Wait, I'm actually surprised you're even doing anything because you've been drinking.
Somebody had to.
You sobered up while you were cleaning.
Probably in 4 hours of cleaning, yeah.
4 hours of cleaning and yeah.
All right. So you're still at the table, correct?
Yes.
Reading your little flip pop-up book.
I mean, it probably takes like an hour or two to read that small of a book, but who knows? It could be like a lot more tightly packed info than what it looks like.
So your brain implodes with all of the information.
It's full of knowledge.
What you say, it makes me hate you. It's knowledge. Yes, Charlie, we get it. Knowledge.
So, at some point, do you look up from your book?
Yeah, of course.
You notice
Completely just ignoring the world around me.
you hear some noises on the table, and when you look up, you can see plates and bowls and silverware and even the candle holders moving to the table by themselves.
If you want to know what's good, just ask the dishes.
Freaking magic people.
I think you need to find a different bit.
Apparently. What?
Dawn magicians.
Is anyone else around?
Nope. Everyone's in the kitchen.
I walk into the kitchen. Floaty dishes.
I'm going to point to NPC.
Floaty dishes?
Yes.
Like
Of course.
Nayoloth.
The table needs to be
Nayoloth
set.
is his name.
Mm-hmm.
Proterum.
Nayoloth
Penis?
Oh my god.
Cornus.
I'm so sorry, that was actually an honest mess up.
Nayoloth
Holy.
Praetorum Penis.
Penis
NPP.
usually is.
NPP.
Because for some strange reason my brain wasn't translating his name.
I was entranced by peen.
Because it's what is it? It's
Pinus.
Nayoloth Proterum Cornus, and for some strange reason my brain got the image
Really?
Okay.
Nayoloth Scrotum Penis.
What? Why? Why just...
I mean, it's been hot today.
So he just says, to you, oh, it's my unseen servant.
It's the manor all over again. I don't even get my drink. Go upstairs and grab my cask.
Look at when we all found out what you were. The
It was
greatest
just kind of
thing
a
you had
non-issue.
glass. Just a glass.
And it was a non-issue.
Yeah, that was weird.
And more issue with the clerics and the paladins than the vampires.
You haven't tried to eat any of them.
Yeah.
Eat the paladin. Eat the
I'm not
paladin,
sure that would end too
Johnny.
well for the vampire.
I'm sure me attempting to get too close to the paladin would just have me go. What happened to Annase? Oh, she vaporized out of existence.
I need to write down a note. Eothain needs to learn how to use crossbow so she can just right in the head. Bye bye, paladin. I don't know why. It's just Eothain has such a huge gut feeling she does not like the paladin and the cleric.
Well, it could be the direction you're heading morally.
It's very
Or
evil.
is it that I'm gonna have what is that called? They're not really who they say they are. Dun dun dun.
I don't know, they have to be at least
You don't know.
somewhat similar to what they say they are, otherwise I wouldn't be repelled by them.
I mean, they are kind of who they say they are, but the question just comes up, how are they doing it very well? Because so far, from what we've seen, everybody that's technically an evil alignment has been so nice.
Right, except for the rider.
That doesn't
I mean,
count, because that
being-
was the one that chased
You
him.
can be nice and evil.
Yeah.
It's real easy. Have you met modern day society?
This
Well,
isn't
I
modern
mean,
day
you're not wrong.
society. This is Dan.
It's like there's a difference between being neutral evil and lawful evil to being chaotic evil. Chaotic evil is the one that go around stabbing people just because, it's fun. Lawful
like
evil is
serious.
like politicians.
Yeah.
I feel like everything is slowly headed more towards the evil route, because so far she has not had any issues except with the paladin and the cleric. GM, I don't like your paladin and your cleric.
That's okay.
It's probably just because it's from him.
They're part of the storyline, so
No.
people get to
Precocious.
them.
No, you were not present for that situation. You would not. You would have.
So Nayoloth picks up your soup. What are those called? Cauldron? And takes it into where the table is.
That was great.
Okay.
And he sets it in the middle of the table.
Come back down my cask, set it on the end of the table, pour myself a glass.
It looks at you weirdly.
What?
Drinking
What's up?
your dinner?
And Tiki and I are both just sitting here looking at Sarah Strauss. And what's the response going to be?
I mean,
Oh my goodness.
currently, yes.
I imagine that long pause would be filled with one of those troll faces.
Nayoloth just... Suddenly, one of your goblets floats into the room from the other.
Oh.
He's like, yeah, sure, I'll try some. I love a good wine.
It's not one.
I just pour it
Where
and fill it
are
up and like,
we?
there you go.
And he grabs it, and he swirls it around, and he's like...
It's very irony.
He sniffs it, and he's like... He looks at you like... This isn't wine.
Well, I didn't say it was. I just asked if you wanted some.
Where are we in this?
We're,
Just
we're
like-
at the table, I'm sure.
Sniffs it more like...
That's not
No.
wine.
Okay,
You can have this back.
thank you.
It's not wine.
See,
Both of us. I don't even know if he noticed Elspeth and Eothain.
No. He was concentrating on serving up the soup? Whatever you made.
Vegetable soup.
Wow,
He
that's
served
quite
it up
a diss on
and,
your cooking right there. And you worked so hard to learn, too.
Alright. So he serves it up. Nice big old bowls with your ladle and sits
still
down
need to
at the
teach you
head
how
of the
to-
table.
Make a rabbit. Learn how to skin a rabbit.
Oof. Well, actually, I'm sure I can do that just fine since I'm used to cutting open and closing up people.
People, but not animals.
Nayoloth looks at Eothain and starts naming everything on the table in Draconic.
Draconic?
Draconic.
And I'm just going to give...
it's probably gonna get to blood, vampire.
I'm going to just give Annase a look. It's like, oh god, here we go.
What?
No, that's just a look I'm going to give you.
I know.
when he
I'm
starts.
just gonna be like, what?
22 linguistics.
That's all we're going to hear. For days.
So pay attention to me. Might learn
You
something.
are getting everything down just fine. It probably helps that you had already started studying it.
And now she can't get anything in her book.
Just for giggles. 15.
What?
Wait, it's +2. 17. Linguistics. I'm just like, kind of no.
I wish I
you
had
talking
a
about?
short
With,
clip of your reaction holding coffee.
With your linguistics roll, you know he's
Like they're talking
naming
about
stuff off at the table in the dining room, but you're
No idea.
not
I'm just like-
following.
Side note, it's not a good idea to drink coffee really fast when it's also hot outside, because I'm over here like,
Hitting our fridge, huh?
Hitting
just
on our
perfectly.
fridge.
Yeah. But it is, nope, not going there.
So how long do you all sit eating dinner?
How late is it?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half? All right.
Until I'm done reading my book.
That's funny. So
I have nothing else to do with my time.
Nayoloth asked if everybody was done.
I think so.
Cool.
Yes.
And he picks up the cauldron and he takes it back into the kitchen. And he's holding something with a cloth over it when he walks back out of the kitchen. And he sets it in the center of the table. He's like, I made something special
When did you have time?
while we were eating.
But you were sitting here eating.
So
Magic.
Magic.
I kind of want to learn how to do that.
Suddenly he takes on 3 apprentices instead of just 1.
Yeah, I got all kinds of things to learn. I'm okay with learning whatever.
he's like, ta-da! He uncovers it.
It's a horse's head. No.
It's a pie.
Ooh, we haven't had pie in a while.
No,
Only
we
a
had
few
pies.
hours.
Yeah.
Smells delicious.
What kind of pie is it?
Apple crumble.
You can't have it. I mean, I guess you could take your drink and just go psh, and then eat it.
Well, I said that she
I
could
could
just
eat it, I just don't
flavor
want it.
anything she wants to eat with the blood to make it taste not ash.
I offered to make Jello out of it.
Yeah. Granted, it's practically Jello on its own already.
And with
Basically.
Eothain's skills, she could do it.
Yeah.
So he slices it up and puts it on little plates, and it's still steaming. And he hashes them out, and then he looks at you and is like, "Are you able to eat this?"
Of course I'm able to eat it. What kind of
Serves it
question
up
is
to
that?
you.
Why wouldn't I be able to eat it?
Because of what you are.
Oh,
Just
you only
basing
just
that
discovered
off
you
of
are?
your cask there.
I mean, it's not good, but I can eat it.
There you go.
Eat away. 4.
How did I do that?
I was about to pull an L's pass. You inconceivable swine. Learn some manners. Elspeth, what have you been doing?
You remember I was just a little girl in the woods before this, right?
That
My
sounds-
manners are, there's food.
I don't know. In the time that we were in the manor, I would have thought that you would have
Did
learned
I
at
at
least
any
some
point ever
semblance.
learn manners at the
Yeah.
Well, you at least
I
had
learned
two
how to set up a
people-
table, kind of.
You
That's
had
about
2
it.
people teaching that you could follow the example of
I mean, when
for
you
proper etiquette.
didn't Elspeth help her a little bit?
You
when
helped
she
me
was
get dressed
learning
a
to
lot.
Put the dresses on.
Yeah, I was teaching her etiquette and how to dress herself in, womanly clothes.
And then every time we sat down at the table, Eothain was helping you how to figure out what to use for a fork and things like that. Because you were the only one that was actually a part of the party. And you do. No.
No, I was invited to
She
a
was-
party.
We were both invited. She's the only one that got a dress. That immediately was burned to the ground.
You never got to wear that fancy dress.
She did for a second.
Yeah, during the fitting.
Yep.
I'm still bitter about that.
It's the nicest dress that woman has probably ever made. And you're like, I'll wear it one day. Never mind.
It went up like flash paper.
Oh, goodness.
Anyway, fine. Etiquette.
But you didn't say how late it was.
Do you give enough?
It's after sunrise.
Oh, so we stayed up all night.
No, it's after sunrise. Sunset.
There you go.
It's after sunset.
It really is one of those days where we struggle to English.
How much longer am I able to read this book?
Let's put it this way. Every time you flip a page, the book doesn't seem to get anywhere closer to the back.
It's
Oh,
magical.
I'm talking to him about how long I can read Draconic.
Oh, yeah. That's what it means. He's like, well, when you can't anymore, I can cast it on you again.
Just
Oh, okay.
let me know when it stops.
When do you sleep?
Do I sleep? I don't sleep. I do have to meditate, though.
I was gonna say, do you got like that ring thingy
Not
thing that would jigger? Oh my gosh, what do you call that
What?
ring?
in D&D. They have
Ring
to
of
meditate.
sustenance.
Pathfinder, they're just like humans but elves.
If they have a ring, they don't.
Oh, you suck.
I
And
just
we don't
said
even know
he's
what
got
it
a
is.
ring thingy.
He's got a ring thingy. He's got a ring to it. Chupa thingy. Pretty sure you just hurt your hand there.
You hurt yourself.
So,
After dinner, I'm going to go to
Nayoloth
bed.
starts picking everything up and taking it into the kitchen. And then he walks out and you can hear the sound of dishes being washed.
I'm going to capitalize on this, and I'm going to go to bed. I don't do dishes.
Good night.
Finally, the old Elspeth is coming back. I don't
there.
do dishes.
Because
There it
tomorrow, she needs to go out and find clients.
is. Yeah, for
Not that kind of
Sounded
clients.
like a certain catfolk that I used to play.
We're starting a brothel in this place, honey. You better be ready.
She did, and a temple. That happened to also be a brothel.
No, she's saying we're starting to get in this place.
Oh no, we're good.
Man, if Eothain was that type of character,
she really would have taken the evil route.
but she's not.
There's still time.
So
Not
Nayoloth
with big
takes
sissy
his
mode.
giant book into your study and
That
just kind of
sounded-
disappears.
Oddly sexual.
Not with big
Takes this
sissy
giant book into your study.
Use protection.
Protection.
He's got a
from
dust
evil.
sleeve.
Oh.
That was great. Good one.
Oh,
What?
Guess the only thing is she'll
Elspeth went to bed. You two.
check the kitchen, make
I'll
sure
just keep reading my
everything's...
book.
The kitchen seems to be cleaning itself.
Oh,
See, he can do dishes far better than I ever could anyway.
Yeah, you can see that there's something washing the dishes and then drying them and then putting them away.
Kind of like an unseen servant.
she doesn't know that.
No, it's very whimsical or frightening. 50-50 chance.
94.
It is whimsical.
Oh, that's nice.
Getting the old Eothain back too, just...
stone face.
13.
For what?
No, I don't care that much. I already made that roll. And the roll was magic people, really?
So before,
I'll just
at
keep-
some point during the night, suddenly you can no longer understand the book.
Alright, we go back a page to make sure.
It's complete gibberish.
Nyarlathotep.
Nyarlathotep?
Really?
I didn't know he was
Nyarlath-
Egyptian.
Nyarlath.
Nayoloth.
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 I straight went like Cthulhu level on us.
Nyarlathotep.
Yeah, that one.
Imhotep. Imhotep.
I start going around looking for him, and upstairs, I see he went to bed.
No, he went...
You have
He
to
went-
find him.
He went
I
to
don't
meditate.
know. I wasn't paying attention. Remember?
I know, and I almost gave it away for you, and I was just
So-
like, no, stop.
I roll a perception, I guess. Where are you searching first?
I go up to where I thought he was given a bedroom.
All right. You
So
know,
I'm not gonna find him, but
No, you don't find him.
You're just like... in one room.
32. Just, generally.
He's not up there.
All
His
right.
bag is, but he's not.
I go downstairs and I go into the study.
And he's sitting at the desk.
I can't read anymore.
Oh, okay. Blah, 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 blah. Poof.
Magic as taught by a toddler. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Thank you.
And you can read it again.
I go back and sit down at the table with my cask of blood.
Are you like gonna just gorge yourself tonight?
I'm slowly sipping it like wine. It's probably been a couple hours though, so I'm probably on like the second or
It's
third
been
glass.
a very long time since dinner.
Yeah.
Careful, if you gorge yourself too much, you might reach a point where you always need blood 24/7.
I don't think that's how that works.
What is Eothain do?
I'm literally reading a book
Well,
about
she
that. I
checked
think
the
I should-
kitchen. She made sure that all the windows were shut. The doors were pretty much.
Remember, as
Locked.
commoners, we have to be afraid of burglars.
The doors were shut. Windows shut. Doors locked.
Whereas heroes were like,
Curtains.
who would dare enter the room with a Warpriest?
She shuts the door.
Anyway.
Come here, you! Yes, so she makes sure that the windows are shut, doors are locked, curtains are pulled shut, make sure Elspeth is all nice and tidy, knows where Annase is, sitting at the table reading, and then she goes to bed. She already saw
The Whimsley.
I was about to say scrotum man. Already saw Nayoloth go into the study.
At least you didn't say Nayoloth.
Do weekend English.
Let's start keeping a record of people.
Yeah. Like,
Well, I mean,
I got
here's my
Nayoloth.
list.
My list is memory at this point.
do you remember the name of the paladin and the cleric?
Paladin was Greyloth,
Something was...
and Priest was Brandus.
Better write that down.
Grand Deuce?
Brandus.
Brandus.
With a
Brandus.
B, yes.
I heard Grand Deuce. Wow.
Well, it could have been Grand Douche, but
Sounds like something to. Nothing?
So at some point during the night, the mage comes out. He
Happened.
says the same words again, refreshes,
Oh.
and then he goes upstairs.
Alright.
So it's the next morning.
Again,
You have been at the table reading your book all night, and you can see a beam of light coming in the between the blinds, the curtains, as the sun rises in the east.
I go rush over and close them.
They were already closed. This is just peeking through.
Oh, got it. Okay, I'm like,
Eothain made sure to shut everything so you wouldn't have to get the full blast.
oh, it's morning.
Yep. And Nayoloth comes down. It's like, oh, good morning.
Good morning. This book doesn't end.
I would imagine not. Casts again. Goes into the kitchen.
I certainly hope you've been taking notes since you're not going to be able to get back into the book without them.
What? Okay.
It's in a language you can't read, so you can't go backwards in it.
I know. Eventually I'll just continue reading until either the book ends or something else interactive happens.
You two both wake up. Sunrise. It's a beautiful morning.
It's a beautiful day.
After breakfast, I'm going to go look for people that need medical attention. Put my name out there.
Oh, your name is across town, but not in that way.
No, it is.
We're heroes, dog.
Oh,
You forgot?
you weren't referring to the bathroom stall kind of across town.
No.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, so alright, what do? Sun's coming in through the cracks of your
Winders.
Winders.
Oh, I never pulled the curtains.
So it's beaming.
I'm on the second floor and sun.
Which room was yours?
Oh,
The little one.
Eothain went and shut she shut all of the curtains
You're-
and the doors, so she even shut your curtains.
Yeah, you're directly to the
Unless there's sunlight coming down from your tower.
east. So yes, sunlight beaming straight in.
Ooh, she probably opened them when she went to bed. Like, ooh, it's pretty.
I'm sure I probably did reopen them, and so now as soon as the sun comes out, I'm awake. Yay!
Yeah, she's trying to get back into the habit of where she makes sure everything's taken care of before you go to bed. Except for the magic part.
Annase hears a commotion in the kitchen.
Isn't that where, what's his name went?
Yes.
Nayoloth?
Nayoloth.
Nayoloth. My god, that's it. I'm getting a notebook.
Gnarly. Neotep. Praetorium Cornis. It's morning.
Open up.
That's where he came from?
What?
He went to the kitchen whenever I saw him?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I assume he's doing something in the kitchen.
Eothain goes
Cornis.
down
Cornis.
and we'll start opening up the windows on the opposite side where the sun is. Opposite side of the sun. To
So
air out the house a
East or
little.
west?
West.
The west windows.
Yes.
Alright. You open up the west windows. It's not cold, but it's definitely cooler air coming in. It's fresh air. It's lovely. You can hear the birds chirping in the village.
Shut up.
The sound of a cow mooing. And chickens
Yeah, that
clucking.
sounds like that. I'm a little more worried about life.
You can hear the clinging echoing in the valley from the... It sounds like it's coming from a distance.
Clanging?
Clanging, yeah. It's the farmers
Gotcha.
rehoning their sites for the day. Nayoloth is attempting to make breakfast, and he clearly does not know how.
Oh, I want to go to the kitchen. I want to see how this turns out.
Oh, give it time. You'll get there. That's right. The cream for it.
86th percentile. She's pretty cool. She walks up and places a hand on his shoulder. Maybe I should make
Reflex.
breakfast. Oh. 14.
You barely dodge out of the way as a hot skillet flies in front of your face.
Jesus. It's not grit time. Back off.
Nayoloth just... Oh, my goodness, I didn't think anybody else was up yet, except for your... What is her name again? The one at the table?
Annase.
We never introduced ourselves properly.
Other than that one. Sorry, you just surprised me. I decided I was going to make breakfast for everybody.
And what are you making?
Whatever I could find. Whatever smelled good, I was going to throw it into this this pan.
She's gonna look at the pan.
It has eggs and seasonings of all different kinds and vegetables from outside.
Smell.
It smells like a whole lot of stuff that shouldn't be together.
So she's just
And
like,
there are eggshells in it.
she's like, maybe I could take over and make breakfast this morning. That way you can take a break.
She's like,
Because you did the dishes for us last night
But
and
what-
helped set the table. It's alright.
Is there something wrong with this?
Oh gosh.
From the
70.
in the living room. It smells like anti-vampire. I'm joking. I'm not.
Probably
She's
some
just
garlic in
gonna
it.
point and go,
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like,
eggshells could kill a person.
Those aren't supposed to go in?
No, and you
Unless you
mix
grind
two
them
seasonings
and then mix it
together
with-
that could poison somebody.
I thought I was doing so well.
She's just
I
like,
guess you
"It's
don't know
alright."
everything, do you?
It happens.
The
I'll
eggshells
take
just add an
them.
unnecessary crunch factor.
She's just like, it's alright, I'll take
They're really actually
over.
pretty good for you, but it's just so gritty, it's hard to get past.
I can't. If I eat an eggshell,
She's like,
in the morning,
all
I can't
right.
eat the rest
Well,
of
I guess
You
you're
have to
going to
grind
be
it until it's
teaching
like-
me today.
Basically, pepper,
So I guess she'll show him
but it's really
how to
gritty.
fix that dish.
Oh, yeah. You hit an eggshell that way, and you're like, why is there sand?
Whatever he's making.
What was it, your profession?
Yes. Only in
You
profession.
know he has screwed it up so horribly, there is no fixing.
So she's just gonna go.
Just into into a bucket
Yeah.
in the kitchen.
Like,
that
with
looks
a
like trash.
28 with a 28 profession, she whips up a different dish. She whips up a new dish, and she's trying to show him how to go about making it. But she's like, first, do you know how to chop correctly? Teach him to
You
chop.
are teaching him. He learns what you teach him. And at the same time, he's teaching you Draconic.
Oh gosh,
Everything that you're teaching him.
she's not doing so hard right now.
She's focusing on teaching him rather than learning.
Fine.
So let's just say Nayoloth is learning faster than you are.
Yep.
You hear a bunch of commotion in the kitchen.
Well, I'm gonna go look.
And it's Nayoloth and
Eothain?
cooking up something. Smells delicious.